What's up, YouTube? George's Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be doing a $50 box hunt. I've got 2 boxes with me now, and I've got 1 more box waiting for me at the bank. I'm also going on vacation next week, so this may just be a 2-box hunt. We're going to post it whether we find anything or not. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I did a short about this, and for those of you that didn't see it or just don't like shorts, I thought I would bring you in and show you what I picked up. So on my way to my drop bank, or actually at my drop bank, I was turning in some quarters and dimes and nickels, and the teller said, "Remind me what you're looking for when you look through all these coins." And I said, really anything old or interesting. Coins, old paper money, it doesn't really matter. And she said, "I might have something that's interesting for you." And she pulled these 5 1964 90% half dollars out of her till. And, you know, I let her know they were silver. And I said, you want to keep those, right? She said, "Nope, I just want them out of my till. You can buy them." So I did. So $2.50 face value worth of silver. This is probably between $40 and $50 on the open market today worth of silver. And speaking of silver, just a reminder, I've recently become an affiliate for APMEX. It's one of my favorite online bullion dealers to go to, especially when I'm looking for collectible silver. So if you haven't tried APMEX, try them out now. Look in the description down below. Consider using my affiliate link, which you can find down there. As you can see, I had already opened the box. I've already lifted the top rack out to check for enders and silver. Didn't see any. I do have some NIFC enders, though, so we will have at least a couple of finds in this box. I think I see a 2020 or a 2021 over here, 2022 already. So we have some NIFCs to speak for this box. If you're new to coin roll hunting, we are looking mainly for silver when we hunt half dollars, which would be 1965 to 1970 for your 40%, 1964 and earlier for your 90%. Outside of that, there's a handful of errors and varieties that you can learn about in the document that is linked in the description down below for things like no FGs, double die obverses, and so on and so forth. And of course, you'll hear the word NIFC or NIFC. That stands for Not Intended for Circulation, which is 2002 through 2000. I think in 20 is where people are officially calling it, because the mint has released so many 2021s and 2022s into the market. That was a really shiny edge. I thought for sure that would be something special. Looks like we do have a proof, though, in this very first roll. We have a 2003 San Francisco clad proof. You can tell by the edge here that it's a proof, and we have a frosted head here and super mirror-like finish back in the fields. So definitely a clad proof. So roll 1, find number 1, and actually I just looked at that one. Oh wait, that's a 2021 Philadelphia. Don't think it's an NIFC, but I'll pull it aside. From there, I'm going to keep going through rolls, and I will bring you guys in as we find things like proofs and errors. So we open rolls 11 through 15. I have 3 left, so this means we technically roll 13. I already have the coin under the scope I want to show you guys. It is a 19, so if we get that to focus, a 1971D. I think we found one of the double dies in the word, let me get it set up here, in, on the "In God We Trust." I forget which particular DDO it is. We'll look it up and report it here in the lower right-hand corner. But here we are under the scope. As you can see, we definitely have doubling in the serifs here on the I, both at the top and the bottom, and some light doubling here in the N. I'm not seeing it anywhere else on the words "In God." That said, I think when we get over to the L, you can see here a little doubling in the serif, or the end of the L here, and it looks a little spread out. And I believe the same for the I. This I is really, really, really big. So I think we've got some spread there. When I look at the other traditional markers, which is the T and the Y, we do have a little bit of separation there on the serif and the left-hand side of the T right here. Oops, sorry. Right there. And the Y looks a little bit spread out. But for me, the telltale marker really is that split serif in the I. So I'll put that up on the screen from what I see on PCGS and give you the exact FS number. The coin's not in the best shape, but it's definitely going to be something we hang on to. And I meant to mention while I had you here, just to give you an update on finds, we still have that proof, but we found a couple of NIFCs along the way. A marked up 02, an 05, an 18, a couple of 21s, and a 22. So the NIFCs are pretty plentiful in this box as well. So we're getting into roll 17, and I missed this as I looked through, but I thought that was just going to be a 2006 NIFC. It is actually a San Francisco proof. Let me get the camera set up. We'll open this one up live. Okay, here we go. So there's that 2006 San Francisco. Well, I assume it's going to be a clad proof. I don't really know. I guess it technically could be silver. We won't know till we get the roll open. Well, it's definitely clad. So let's see here. It's a pretty beat up proof, but it is a proof. So 2003 and a 2006 on the box. Let's see here. We got a couple of shinies. That's a 91. That's a 90, and that is an 88. All right, back to the hunt. So we just got into roll number 30, and I do have the paper mostly off. I'm bringing you in because we had a really, really thick edge. And we have another gorgeous, gorgeous proof. This time a 2006 San Francisco clad proof. Go nicely with our other two. So I went ahead and kept opening rolls so I'd have 10 on the mat in front of me. And you can see so far I've got those first 5, 3 more. Here's the next one. This is roll 39. And we have another huge rim. I have to imagine this is going to be a proof. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah. Zoom in here. 1999 San Francisco clad proof. And it's a beaut. Got fingerprints all over it, but still has most of its proof-like finish. Beautiful coin. Well, that wraps up the box. I'm missing a couple back there because we have so many finds. I know I didn't bring you in for most of them because they were NIFCs, but we did have, let me zoom in a little bit for you. We did have a 2002, and anything up here on top is going to be Philly. Everything below it's Denver. But we had an 02, an 04, I don't know, 4 or 5 05s. We had an 06. We had a 2009. 13, 2 2018s, a 2020, and about 7, is that 5, 6? Yeah, 7 21s, and a 22D. Now, all these 21s and 22s, I'm not going to say they're NIFCs. I'm just pulling them because they're new. We did have one variety that we found. It was this 1971 Denver DDO, and it's all in the N. Well, it's, yeah, basically in the I, and a little bit in the N, and a little bit here in the I. For Liberty. I did show you guys that earlier in the video. We did have one necklace coin here. Somebody's drilled a hole so we could put a string through it and somebody could wear it as a necklace. And then we had 4, 3 of which were pretty nice San Francisco clad proofs. A 99S, an 03S, kind of a pretty chewed up 06S. That'll probably go back. And then this 06S right here that's in really, really good shape. So probably sending that back. I will put all the NIFCs back in circulation because I'm already done collecting them. I don't need any more of them, so I'm going to let them go. With that said, I got box number 2 coming right up. All right, well, here we are with box number 2. I've already got the tape cut. I've already gone through, and again, like the last box, I saw a couple of NIFCs, and if I can find it real quick, we've got a really, as my son would say, a drippy-looking proof down in the bottom rack. So looking forward to getting into that roll. That looks like a really clean proof. These boxes did come from the same bank, so it is possible that we had all those NIFCs in box number 1, that we'll continue to see those NIFCs and proofs here in box number 2. So let's get a couple of rolls open together. I'll just kind of rip through 5 of these for us really quickly, just to open them live and see if we do get lucky and find a proof or maybe a little silver. Oops, made a mess. Tough to go fast when you're making a mess. No. Let's do 3 more together and then I'll go off camera and sort through the rest. Got a couple of interesting looking shinies in here. There's a 2013 Denver. So first NIFC, that's just a 1995, 1986, 1974, no Denver, so can't put that under the scope. What is this one up front? That's just an 88. All right, so we got one NIFC there in roll number 3. Nothing looking too good in there. But as you saw in the first video, I do go back and look at every coin because you never know when you're going to find that variety or error that could be worth $10, $20, $50, $100, $500. So we always check. All right, well, that's it for the first 5 rolls. I'll go through them. I'll bring you in if we find anything cool. Bringing in here on roll 12, and before I get down to it really, we've got a bunch of NIFCs we found, an 02, some 05s, a 10, a 13, and a 2021. I think I've got a proof brew in here. See if I can get this to focus. Let's check this out together. That's just an enormously thick rim, and that is most definitely going to be a proof. Looks like it's going to be a really nice one too. A 2002 San Francisco. You can tell it's clad from the orange edge. It's not silver. We've got some scratching on it, but it's still a really nice proof. Bringing you in here on roll 15, and I missed it unwrapping the roll. We got about halfway through it, and well, let's see here. It was thick. It just wasn't real shiny, so it didn't jump out at me. But when I saw the reverse, I knew this was a proof. You can still see it has a little bit of that mirror finish. It is pretty jacked up. Let's see here, 1981, and it is a San Francisco. Look how bad that face looks compared to what a proof is supposed to look like, or close to what a proof is supposed to look like. Anyway, 2 proofs on the box. We're going to roll 29, and I just have the paper pulled back, and I have another really, really wide rim here. I think it's going to be another proof. Wanted to bring you guys in for it, and we'll look at it together. It is a 2005 San Francisco. So we just got into roll 31. We'll do 32 live because we've got a, I think that's going to be a proof ender, pretty positive. But I just got the paper pulled back, and we have what has to be silver. That can't be painted, right? I'm not going to get cheated, am I? Let's see. I was cheated. That edge. Now that I have it out, you can see the copper in it. But when I peeled that paper back, man, that looked like silver. Anyway, we'll put that under the scope and check for the DDO. Other than that, we got one shiny. Let's see here. A 2021. Oh well, thought we were going to get lucky and have some silver. All right, well, here we go. This is that roll 33. Pretty positive that's going to be a proof ender. We got a 72 on the other side. Let's do this together, just in case there's some other goodies in the middle of this roll. All right, not seeing anything else in the middle. And you can just see that edge. That's definitely a proof. Even if it were in the middle, you would know that was a proof. It's a 2004 San Francisco clad proof. Really nice. Will go well with the 05 from earlier. So we have reached the end of box number 2, and I wanted to bring you in and show you the finds really quickly. We did have a 2002, 3 2005s, a 2010, 13, and I believe it was 7 2021s, and we had one that was a little crispy looking for being a 2021. Like the last box, the main finds were some proofs. This 1981 is not great, but the 2002, 4, and 5 San Francisco are pretty nice. We do have a lot of fingerprints on the fields, but they're really nice proofs for being in circulation. I did line up the main things I kept from the last box, which were a 99, an 03, and an 06 San Francisco clad proof. It looks like we have a small little run going on here. And of course, we have that DDO for the 1971D. So all in all, not a bad 2-box hunt. Unfortunately, no silver, but that's the way half-dollar boxes go. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, please consider clicking on that subscribe button and then clicking that little bell and selecting all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. While you guys are down there, click on that like button, leave me a comment, and you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.